So when we talk about purpose, we talk about something that you're building from scratch, which means that you don't know all the details. You really haven't got anything figured out. You're just trying to scratch here and there, put 1+1. And of course, this can be done using your gifts. You could have some specific talents. You could have some specific knowledge, wisdom, skills. And then you're using those particular skills to build. And eventually, everything takes off and you start seeing results. So you find something they call purpose. The people that build the plane that takes us from here to there, I'm very sure that they started with some plywoods. Maybe the beginning of that time when they were starting, they could have used like plywoods. So it was wooden. It was a wooden plane. You know, they figured things out. Was it the Wright brothers or something? The plate that you're eating your food, the plate you have in your kitchen, it was, somebody had an idea somewhere. It was like, oh, actually, if I build this, if I craft this, maybe the person is good at, what do they call those pottery stuff? Is it pottery? Where you build things out of mud. And they came up with an invention which ended up on your plate. And so on and so forth. Now, all the people that have found their purpose, they have got one story in common. Again, when I talk about the plates, you hear the skill. So they are skilled at pottery, you know, using mud to create different items, cups, plates. And then it became a business. It started bringing results. And so on and so on and so forth. All the people that talk about life purpose, there are a few things that I've noticed in my own research. Number one, they have arrived at a breaking point. Purpose is born through chaos. Purpose is born through chaos. So if you're out there comfortable, very comfortable in your own bed, you watch some Netflix, you go to the bars, you go to the matches, football matches, your time hasn't yet come. Purpose is born out of chaos. Purpose is born after a very big breakdown. There's got to be something that has to trigger you to start something. Because it is the trigger that you need to propel you, to motivate you and propel you deeper into the unknown. When we're talking about purpose, we're talking about a journey into the unknown. You don't know the details. The people that build the plane, those guys that built the plane, they are not here now, and they don't even know that their invention was actually, what is that word called? Modernized and improved in so many different ways. Okay? But everything started with their idea. In all cases where somebody talks about purpose, this is where you create anything out of nothing. It is an idea. Okay, I'm good at basketball. I'm good at painting. I can work with my hands. I can create this craft. I swim better. I swim good. I can start now building it as a career. and you become a professional swimmer, you become a professional footballer, basketballer, there is something, there's a skill, but there has got to be a point whereby you are like, okay, now that I've already tried all these other things and they didn't work, I'm going to use my skill, I'm going to use my talent, and I'm going to create something. If I remember well, Jeff Bezos, he started this Amazon in his garage. I don't know if I remember well. Was it Jeff Bezos or was it the one who with the iPads? I think it was Jeff Bezos who had this his station in the garage. It was in his backyard, you know, because the chose the ones you have to make a decision before you walk into the unknown. You have got to make a decision. Do you know everything? No. Do you know where you're going? No. Can you predict what is going to happen? No, you can't. You are simply going to wake up and you're going to walk into the unknown. You see, one of the things you will learn on this journey of growth, this is a video for self-development. You are going to have to be stubborn. You know when you do something and everybody is coming and shouting at you, oh, it's not going to work, you're wasting time, and you're going to hear a lot of noise. Everybody will be saying everything. No, don't waste that time. Don't do this. How have you ever seen anybody starting a dog business? Have you ever seen anybody needing this particular item? You can see, because you see, one of the things you learn about vision, it is your vision. It is not anybody else's vision. So the vision is given to you by the Most High. And that is why many people will not see your vision. I have a lot of people, family members, when I was starting my journey on YouTube. You know, those things of YouTube and videos, you know. So I used to have a workmate back in the years. So this guy told me, oh, you know, those things don't work on YouTube. You know, if you find a job, at least you know how much you're going to make every month. You know the times and working hours. So me, I had a vision, and I was talking to somebody without a vision. You see, that's the problem when you have a vision and you intend to create something. You're going to talk with some people who don't have a vision, and you're going to experience chaos. Why are you doing videos? Why are you wasting time? Those things are videos. You know, you see all those things, they don't make money, you cannot survive. You know this, you go and get a job. So you know your salary, you know how much you get, you know how many hours you work, and all that stuff. I was like, no, I've already done those things. I've already done everything. Ladies and gentlemen, I've already done, you have no idea how many jobs and how many factories I've walked in and out of different companies. And it was the same result. I've already done all those things, ladies and gentlemen. Different types of jobs, same cycle. And for me, I was like, so what is this whole thing? Jobs, you know, this one, they fire you. You guys chose the ones, you're very familiar with this thing. You get a job, they fire you. They don't even like you. You're trying to squeeze yourself in a corporation that doesn't like you. What do? They fire you. So now you're at home, you have nothing to do. Because they want you homeless. They don't want you to be able to pay your house, pay your bills, and pay your food. So they want you there begging just to survive. You beg for a job. Then when you get the job, you beg to stay. Then they fire you. You now go there, beg your landlord to reduce your rent. Maybe give you 1 month rent free. Maybe this, and you have family and everything. So what are you going to do? The only thing that you see, that's the reason why sometimes I believe your haters are supposed to be your biggest motivators. Because when people start fighting against you, even in the smallest position, the small that you have, people are fighting with it. Sometimes they are pushing you to look within, to go deeper, and to walk into the unknown. I never thought that I would become a YouTuber. It was not in my plan. Then one day, I was tired of looking for jobs. Ladies and gentlemen, I got very tired of looking for jobs. I'd already put all those CVs and they could take whoever they want to take. Sometimes I don't even know if they was seeing my CVs. I was like, no, I'm not going to do this. I can't do this. I had my little camera at the time. I started recording one video after the other one. That's how this channel was born. When you're talking about purpose, ladies and gentlemen, you're not supposed to see the end result. You can have an idea because you might watch people who are already doing those things. You might have an idea, but you don't have to know everything. So which means that you're actually moving by faith. The only thing you do, you wake up, you say, okay, I'm going to believe in the universe. I'm going to trust in God. I'm going to go there. Let me just show up. The only thing you have to show up is to show up. Just show up. Don't abandon yourself. It will not make any sense, ladies and gentlemen. In the first couple of 3 months, even sometimes years, it is not going to make any sense. You will not see where you're going. You just feel like, okay, nobody is watching these things. I'm doing videos. Nobody sees my videos. They will watch it. One day I want to do a video they're going to watch. The only thing you have to do is to show up. Just keep on showing up and show up and show up until the only option left for you is to show up. Continue to show up. Ladies and gentlemen, one day things are going to pick up. I know so many guys who started sharing things online, on YouTube, Instagram, and different channels. Maybe they don't exactly talk about narcissism like me, but they might have some other different channels on their own. A couple of years ago, yes, it was dragging, it wasn't working. So they gave up. They was like, no, this thing, I've been running this thing 5, 10, 6 years, whatever, even sometime more. It wasn't. The moment they gave up was the time it was going to pick up. You see, that is one of the things about surprise. In the moment when you feel like, okay, you have done whatever it is, you have given it all your best, and you want to throw in the towel, that is the exact moment when the transformation is supposed to begin. And you have been under a test. The universe has been testing you. How far can you go? How far can you push? Do you really want that thing? Do you want it? You're about to close your shop because you don't see any sales. You're struggling, and the push. Ladies and gentlemen, keep on going. Don't close your shop. Persevere for a little bit. Push a little bit longer. The universe likes stubborn minds and stubborn hearts. Push. Because you have no idea who your customer, the customer coming tomorrow, you don't have any idea how much orders is going to make. You don't even know what kind of social status they hold. So you keep on selling whatever it is you have to sell. Keep on going. So there was a time, why am I even making this video? There was a time I had gotten sacked from job. You guys know the chosen ones. You work somewhere, and these flying monkeys and start, the ganging and everything. There's almost leave. I say, leave, okay. I left. I didn't argue, I didn't ask, I didn't beg. So I left. I didn't explain because they didn't want me to explain. They just told me to leave. So I left. So now I'm there. I didn't have a job. There was no income. I had this small channel. Nothing much was coming in. So I was like, how am I going to survive? What am I going to do? Ladies and gentlemen, I think it was like 2 weeks. Was it 2 weeks? It was about 2 weeks. No. It could have gotten like to 2 months, I think. It took some time, a little bit. So the only thing I had to do was do videos. You see, the enemy, sometimes they can push you into your destiny because they are trying to make you suffer. But the only thing they don't realize is that you're alchemizing all that pain and they're pushing you further into your destiny. Is what these enemies don't understand. So one day, I'm there doing my videos, I was recording something like this. I woke up one day and there was a very big, huge amount of money in my account. I said, what? I didn't know where this money came from. First of all, I was thinking, where is this money coming from? I was thinking, So I started to see, when I went and I checked the whatever, the channel and everything, the site. So there was a guy. I've never met him. We have never booked sessions. We have never spoken. Even until now, I've never seen his face. This guy just started depositing money in my account. I had never seen somebody blessing me just like that out of the blue. You see, while you're thinking about your next meal, God is preparing a different plan. That is the first time I saw destiny helper at work. I used to hear those things of destiny helper. I didn't know. Because remember, guys, I lost my job. I didn't have work. I was doing videos. There's even some of you guys here who didn't know that I was struggling to feed myself at the time. But that was like a while ago when I was, So I wasn't doing okay. It was tough. Ladies and gentlemen, money started coming in from different directions. When you're doing something genuinely, authentically, and organically, you are going to be blessed. The universe will always find a way. There's no doubt about that. The universe will find a way to bless you, whether you want it or you don't. But the only thing you have to do is to keep on going, ladies and gentlemen. Do not give up on yourself. The only thing and the worst thing you will ever do is to abandon yourself. When you do not abandon yourself, or you refuse to abandon yourself, you're going to be provided for, and you will never understand where these miracles are coming from. So for the most of you guys who are out there, you are speculating, you are contemplating on different things, you are procrastinating, I want you to wake up, do the work. If you're a trader, keep on trading. If you're a barber, continue barbing the people's hair. If you're a saloonist, whatever, if you're a therapist, whatever you're doing, if you're a singer, keep on going to that studio, even if you don't have money. Just go and sit in the coaches and see the people singing. One day, you're going to be the one recording a song. If you're a preacher, you're a prophet, whatever, pastor, go and preach. There may be 2 people hearing you, 3 people. Even if there's nobody, preach. Just preach. If you have got a grocery store, show up. Go and sit in your store. Nobody will come, sit. Don't abandon yourself. One day, you just never know who your next customer is going to be. I always say these things, ladies and gentlemen, you have to believe in yourself. You have to trust in the unknown. Move and go into the unknown. It is the unknown where you find the secrets. A lot of times when people are starting, you don't have to have everything figured out. You don't must have everything. You know everything. What is this? And no. Just show up. Ladies and gentlemen, go. The people that you see motivating you, we don't motivate you because we see other motivation speakers or whatever speaking things. We say things because we know. We are telling you things we have seen. We inspire you to do the same. So the message is only one in this video. Just walk into the unknown. You don't have to know the details. You don't have to know how it's going to play out. Just keep on doing. Go, and you will see the things, the results are going to show. One day, one time, the results will show. Let us know what you think about the video. You guys know I do love and appreciate your support. Please book a session. You may donate or support my channel if you want to. Everything you need, you will find it in the description below. And until then, I will see you guys in my next one. Denzel signing out. Much love and blessings. Peace.